sports. It's in the game.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Titans' electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Titans and the Texans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 79 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And into the end zone for Tennessee, touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
He ran the ball in on the last drive for the touchdown. That's now his 13th rushing touchdown on the season. Guys in the running back room probably say, hey, spread the wealth here a little bit. You don't have to run it in every time. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Gets this to the former Texan, DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakro with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around...
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Moore, 63 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
He threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll start here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus. All right, open, complete. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Henry powering forward. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Cockrell holds it in left side. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Back to throw now on first down. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry into space at the 45 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So, 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll complete this one. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
He got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run, and he'll start anew with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 32 yards. And the Titans have got it on cruise control.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line,
and here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
so we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He stiff arms him. A second stiff arm. 77 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the 46, here's second down and 7. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Henry again on second down. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.
Yo, Rook, keep playing like this, and you'll cash in for sure.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the Titans' electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Titans and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only...
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 10 carries, 108 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Second and 13. Steps away to his left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Henry up the middle. Pushes him over. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this 1st half of football so far. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Calling out a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're going to look to throw. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Henry bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this 1st half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So we've reached... Well, we're in the left... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Josh Riley. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, let's put it right in midfield at the 50. The coverage maybe too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down about the 8-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans have taken a fourth quarter lead. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He gave him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff to Henry. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll take it inside the 25. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now the Titans down by a field goal, 2:14 to play. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Check down here for Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by a field goal, 34 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. points now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to win this football game here in overtime.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
So the victory here for Seattle, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on.
Gotta get out of here, man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Titans' electric quarterback.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Henry again on second down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Given 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
His interception on that last drive set the other guys up pretty good. They had solid field position. They cashed in with a touchdown. Now he's got to try to get things right here. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Titans at 14-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now back to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's coming off his second interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The rifle's complete, caught by Moore. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Again to Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board here. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Inside the 20, down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Trevon Wesco. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Well, it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
He threw his league-leading 40th touchdown pass of the year on their last drive, and they start again here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I think we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much and forget the other options that are out there.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now the Titans down by 7, less than 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you got us some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,
Look, I ain't trying to lose again next week.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Titans' electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Titans and the Jaguars, just ahead on EA Sports.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams got in the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams are not playing well now. If they have good leadership in the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Nice little juke. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Flushed out right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that
their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. They begin with Henry. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Again, it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Titans had 14-2 heading into this final week. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakakro with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Only third. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins for 30 more yards and another first down.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble, then second down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Henry's got it out on the left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. On the slant, Burks. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
A first down carry for Henry. Shoves him aside. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to have a Titans 1st down, and that should just about do it. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Henry running right. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That one looks like he'll throw here. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Tennessee, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10.
I'm one of the first in the ice tub tonight, fellas. Too late, already full.
Regular season is over, but Madden Cast is sticking around because our boy Cap is in the playoffs.
That's right, man. All year long, I've been saying the guy is playing winning football. Channing, what you gonna do now to criticize him?
I'll give Cap and his teammates the props for making the playoffs. But now the lights are brighter and the stage is much bigger.
Is it too big for Cap, though?
Way too big for Cap. Yeah.
Yo, when we come back with our next update, Channing is gonna finally admit that he's wrong.
Well, listen, on that note, Madden Cast will be back real soon.